this season, not really the expected necessarily. They've had a little bit of roster changes, and whether it's just been from their play in general they've kind of changed up their strategy, their ideas, and maybe the competition as well has obviously got a little bit stronger in some ways. So whatever the case may be, not necessarily the absolute expected to make it on, but definitely a team that is going to be fun to watch, see how they do in these playoffs with potential. They're going against a recent gaming team here who is kind of one of these underdog teams of the potential's there for them to defeat anyone on any given match day, but maybe not necessarily the expected in a lot of people's minds. So we'll see how this one turns out, being the best of 3. I'm joined by Ro8 once again. Welcome back, Ro8. Here we go. Into our next series now. So, I have you muted. 1 sec. No, you're not muted. Are you muted? You were muted. Yourself. Okay.
My bad. We're all good.
There we go. All right. So, anyways, welcome back here to now BMG versus Reason. It should be a fun series here, but already interesting stuff to talk about. One I want to get off the bat right away. You see a player over here on BMG side named Darth Zlapt. That is Insania. He is playing for BMG.
He's going to get mad at you. He's going to get mad at you.
Oh, yeah. Such a secret, I know. And no one would figure it out, yeah.
I'll just call him Darth, and we'll go from there.
A player that, obviously, we know and love is did retire from competitive pawn, and that kind of has been coming back lately, ringing here and there. And he's officially part of this new BMG roster. BMG, they've kind of had a 5th player. They've kind of been rotating throughout and seeing what works, and they've ended up now with Insania here for these playoffs at least. So it's he brings a lot of experience, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
to this team
in every aspect.
Yeah, it's got to be nothing but a benefit there, honestly. So, anyways, all right. So as far as this draft goes, though, interesting stuff for sure. What was the initial bans? It was Ophelia, Parasite, Salomon, Midas bans. Warbeast into Parallax, Magnus into Lodestone, Pebbles into Engineer, and now we even have a Rhapsody into what is a Malik in here. But obviously Parallax is where we have to start with. The first pick. All right, so this better work for them.
That is a fun hero.
It is.
It's going to be fun to see. I'm going to assume it'll be mid. Yeah, because they picked Malikan, so yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun to watch. It's such a lane bully, so it'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder who's going to – that's the thing, like who's going to be playing it really, because we have seen it in a couple different roles. Now, again, most noticeably the Sasuke playing it for Fresh, and he plays it more in that middle role, kind of a mid-game carry. But we've also seen it in the short lane as well, even as the carry of choice. Now, okay, yeah, they have the Malikan, so yeah, that wouldn't make any sense here as going on here. But Parallax, though, is fun to watch. I feel like it's kind of hard to really understand how much he's doing in fights, because it's like even his ultimate, it's almost like a slowly over time ability that does a lot of damage, but it does damage. I mean, it does work in fights for sure. And the silence that he brings too, and the mobility that he has, it all kind of comes together nicely, especially when you have a good player playing it.
Yep.
So that's what they're banking on here, I'm sure.
Legion draft finishing out. That looks like a standard BMG draft.
Yeah, that really does actually.
Looks pretty standard. Balthazar on Valkyrie though. That's a boxy hero.
Yeah, they haven't readied up just yet. So
That's true, but well, I'm assuming just with the heroes though. I don't see Balthazar playing Warbeast.
Tempest is the final pick again.
Okay. Wow, both teams have really strong presence across the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
They all can be useful at all points in the game, so that'll be interesting. It'll cause for a lot of early fights.
So Boxy is going to play the Warbeast in the end. Is he jungling a Warbeast?
No,
I guess a mana?
They're going to do Valkyrie Magnus bottom lane, Rhapsody Pebbles mid, and the Suicide Warbeast.
Okay.
And I'm only kind of saying that is because I scrimmed with BMG the other day, and they kind of did a similar thing.
All right.
So I'm gonna go with that. But it is possible he could still jungle and put Darth Suicide Lane, I guess. I guess that's the only variation is they put the Magnus top,
Yeah.
put the War Beast in the jungle, Pebbles Rhapsody mid, Valk solo bot, which actually is possible as well. So I'm just gonna wait for them to do it before I say any more dumb things.
That's what happens with these pauses here. Start speculating so much. It's just like,
Yeah.
just get into it. Let's see what they actually end up doing here with the laning phase. But yeah, I also mentioned, I mean, Recent Gaming, their lineup definitely came together pretty nicely too. It's obviously that what their idea is, and they have the synergy. I mean, talk about wombo combo potential. I mean, it is just across the board. Every hero brings something pretty big.
If Tempest, whoever Tempest catches in an ulti, will most likely feed. And if he happens to catch all five heroes will feed.
Oh yeah.
There's so much AoE damage with the Lodestone ulti, with a Malikan, with a Parallax. It's just if whoever Tempest ults is going to be a non-factor in a team fight. I guess is the best way to say it.
Now, you could argue a pretty greedy lineup, though. I mean, even Parallax, It feels like Parallax does need a good amount of farm before he's actually, really useful in these fights.
They all need farm.
Yeah.
It's super greedy. But if the greed pays off, because they can make it past the early game. It's going to be on Make a lot to make a lot of plays, so. But I could definitely see them getting through the early game.
Absolutely. So yeah, Boxy playing Warbeast on the side of BMG, not something we're used to really seeing a whole lot, but going to be doing that right here. Mentioned Make on the Pebbles. Of course, that's something we have seen quite a bit. Baltazar on Valkyrie, playing more of that carry Valkyrie in this case, and Sania, or Darth Zlapt, playing the Magnus here.
I'm only making a big deal because he whispered me and says, "Please call me by by my proper name."
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call him Darth Zlapt. It just sounds weird.
You could take it up with him later.
Yeah, no, he could take it up with me later. Yeah.
You're breaky. You do all.
Exactly. I'm the one saying stuff.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, he's a notorious troll.
Oh, it's Sadia?
Yeah, really? I know.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
You don't say.
You're trolling, Breaky.
Trolling about the troll. Well, we'll say it'd be fun to see him back in Thailand, but hey, the possibility's obviously there. It's just a matter of earning that spot now. With going there with BMG, wouldn't that be something too? And again, BMG throughout the season kind of died off as a team that, earlier on, we kind of realized that it wasn't the same in some ways, whether it's the strategies that they were doing, a little bit of the roster change. Obviously, no longer had Krake from the previous season, then eventually Root of Z, that died out with using him. They were kind of trying other things. So, but here they are now in the playoffs. As I mentioned, picking up Insania here. You go with Make as a newly acquired player on the team throughout this season here, of course, as well. So, but the potential definitely is there for them to go back to Thailand and really defend their title. It still would be that. I mean, the core of the team, Fusin, Boxy, and Baltazar, is still there for sure. So,
yeah.
All right. Got a journey, though, ahead of them the next 3 weeks here. These playoffs. Going to start with the Reason Gaming on the other side.
Not going to see anyone in the jungle either.
Yeah, Magnus. Magnus up here.
I was going to say, yeah, he has boots. He is going to suicide. So it is going to be a jungle war beast. I don't want to say that yet because... Okay, Valk Rhapsody log lane? Valk Magnus log lane? War beast solo bottom? Okay. Alright, that's what it is, I guess. So Rhapsody's going to go mid with the Pebbles. War beast's going to solo bottom and the Magnus Valkyrie top lane. I do like Valkyrie a lot. I think they have a lot of synergy together.
It's like classic, really. It's
one
of the more old school lane partners you could really have.
Magnus is...
I see that.
He's not letting him juggle. Get out of my jungle.
Just running him down with the boots. He's not even attacking him. He just
just ran next to him.
But clearly making a point to Archie Tiger that it's not going to be a fun time here. He's probably going to block the camp, yeah. Gonna block this right camp here with this body. We'll see that he goes to the yellow camp and probably harass him over here. Now take off the mana potion right away. That's brutal. That's one mana potion down now. He's just going to kill the elementals on top of that.
Is Is he playing the harass Tempest role? I haven't heard this role before.
I guess, yeah. He's probably happened to him so much that taste of his own medicine here. No,
It's true.
he's
He's gonna block his camp again. Oh, jeez.
Yep, not going to be a fun time for Tempest. At least that's the goal of Magnus. But, I mean, the other side of it though is like, well, that also should mean that Magnus isn't really accomplishing a whole lot in terms of farm or whatever. So there is a downside to this, of course, but Magnus ideally will be able to help set up kills still.
Well, Tempest. Oh. Oh, they placed a rev. Oh, he placed the rev ward so late. Oh, he's not even gonna have the small camp anymore. Tempest. Wow, he is being just a pain in the butt right now.
Yep.
Jeez.
That is his goal. He's going to get the mana push and go back up. So, all right, there's other stuff happening. Definitely keep an eye on that, though. You got the middle matchup. Pebbles, Rhapsody versus the Parallax NG mid. Interesting combo there, Parallax NG. Not really the most dangerous. I mean, Kegstun not really the easiest to land, and Parallax doesn't provide any setup, of course. In fact, he's in trouble now. Nice dodge there by Make.
Wow.
And there's the Bloodlust. So, yeah, it's just it seems kind of funky here.
Yeah, it's not the best mid lane matchup, and I actually did play the Rhapsody when I scrimmed with BMG, and Make is just such a confident player on Pebbles. It's really astounding like how confident he is on that hero.
Yeah. No, this is definitely one of his really, if not his go-to for sure. And yeah, obviously he saw an opportunity right then. Also, again, made that nice little sidestep to avoid the Kegstun.
Yeah.
Which would have probably kept Parallax alive if he got hit by that. So, well, overall, just good play all around. So again, it's Parallax obviously back mid here, but yeah, NG doesn't really feel like he's doing a whole lot, unfortunately. Kind of being here with Parallax.
It's almost
not really a threat.
Yeah, it's almost useless for him to be here.
Yeah,
I do see this Magnus coming mid though. They saw him.
Yes, that's why they're positioned over here. See the ward aside. Look at Tempest, by the way. He's obviously done with Magnus harassing him. He's all the way in the Legion jungle now.
Yep. Definitely a good call.
Found a new home over here. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about this middle matchup in general with Parallax. Not really the best setup for an engineer. You know, Nier kind of brings this up quite a bit, too, especially a hero like an NG. They don't really have the setup stun. I mean, even Lodestone, obviously, he ideally wants a setup stun for himself. So, I guess Tempest, kind of, with a Glacial Blast, but even that's not necessarily, you know, the strongest of stuns, like a Magnus or something. But,
all on Engineer.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hit those.
Literally 100% on Engineer.
And that's not easy.
Nope.
Even in the best hands. So how is Boxy doing down here? And he's okay. Yeah, he is also he got the 1 point in the Primal Rage. At least I was curious if he's going to be in the Battle Cry or not, leveled up. But he has a 1 point in edge. Is maxing out the Wolves here, of course. But his farm, 328 gold per minute, 25 and 6 here against the Lodestone. That's 18 and 2. So he is winning this matchup. Probably not too much of a surprise.
Eh. Oh, mid lane. Ooh, close.
Able to get the Fulcrum shift off there at least and survive. Saw Valkyrie up here getting a little bit of pressure from Malakin. Again, it really is a solo Valkyrie. I mean, Magnus never really was up here. In the end, he was more so just harassing the jungle, and now he's even rotated elsewhere. So you see bottom lane there, trying to make a play on a Lodestone perhaps, but he falls back and is good to go.
Yep.
Valkyrie again, leaping away. How is Malakin doing? 24 and 2 versus a 21 and 8 Valkyrie. So, I don't know, is that surprising to you that Malakin's actually winning this matchup here? Despite being the
yeah, I definitely think so. If he's not doing terrible. He's having an okay time. I mean, I would expect Valkyrie to just be doing so much better. So, Definitely credit HTS4 here. But I mean, that's one hero that he just plays insanely well on whenever I see him play it.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, now that you mention that, yeah, he plays this a bit, doesn't he? Does he like to go the other parasite?
He used to. I haven't seen what he's done recently. Ooh, Val could be in trouble here.
Yeah, you see they're kind of lining up.
He's on the right side, too.
Ulti. Yep, just Malik and ulti. Set up a keg stun. Tempest. Yes, he needs to... Okay, the leap was awkward. Oh, that was close, actually. Falchzar, I don't know if he didn't panic as much, but even still, if he tried to change his direction, it still probably might have been dead anyway, so...
Yeah, I think Malikan could have ran him down. He had the chalice up anyways, the sword throw, so... I think he would have just chased him down and had the kill eventually, but... Still a good effort.
Yeah, that's a big kill, though, for the Hellborn side, and needed a kill, really. Kind of tying things up at 1 kill apiece, getting Malikan some more solid farm. Obviously, Pebbles is having the free farm, really. And see, again, this is Parallax, so like we're talking, it really feels like you kind of need him to get a good start and get that decent farm. Not really happening here, so not the best hero at recovering. It doesn't feel like with a skill set.
Yeah, definitely wants a good early beginning. Tempest gets his hole, so he needs to go look to use that, and I would not be using it on Balthazar top. He needs to either go mid and solo hold the Pebbles, or go bottom and take this team fight.
Balthazar, yeah, he's not even up there anymore. He's actually pushing the bottom lane with his team down here. So you see that level 2 battle cry doing work, and this tower, it's gonna fall pretty easily here for Bad Monkey Gaming. They're gonna improve their lead by that much more. 2,600 gold lead now. And 470 GPM all of a sudden for Pebbles, who actually is going to get a killer in the middle lane. Just sets that up easily. Magnus came over, the lava surge to start. And then Pebbles really just kind of walked on up, did his thing. No chance for Parallax. So it's also, you know, not only when we have a pick like this in Parallax, like being first picked is what I'm getting at. It's whenever you first pick a hero, you usually just want that really solid choice that you know is going to help you win a game and just do well for you no matter what. Parallax not necessarily accomplishing that, unfortunately. And also being kind of an oddball pick in a way. I know he's kind of picking up steam lately as far as being picked up, but I don't know, if you're going to first pick a hero like this, you really need him to have high impact.
Yeah. Almost would have been nice to just see him go 1v1 top lane against the Valkyrie. Would have given him a much better time.
Yeah. Could open that up. Obviously, Malikan would have been a little bit behind then, probably, but...
I think the NG Malikan would have been much stronger than a Parallax engineer, though. I think at least in that sense, it would have been more effective.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, being a strength hero, a little bit tankier, definitely, is Malikan. So, well, 9 minutes in. Obviously, at this point, a little bit too late to make those rotations. Magnus, oh, man, he's going to barely get away. You happen to have an Invis here. He also has Steam Boots, which helps keep him alive. So that's actually pretty interesting to see Insanity going to Steam Boots here. Usually we would see the Striders, especially with the role he's playing, but... Well, Steam Boots keep him alive in this case. As he then walks away. Gets the health potion here. Make kills the middle tower. Does he have the portal key? Yes, he does. It's coming out already.
And they're not going to... It's so... Oh. Good night, Parallax.
Yeah, he's just waiting. It's just a matter
It's just
of time.
any second. It's just... There's no way he could survive this combo.
Just at level 5. Not going to matter, though. Oh. Look at him, though. He's sitting way back. He knows.
Tax like... Oh, and they see... Oh, he dropped the PK, so he doesn't know.
Okay.
He's going to pick it up. Yeah, Cyrox is dead. Right here.
Unless he doesn't show himself. I mean, he might know something. Okay, there we go.
It was just a matter of time.
It looked like Cyrox was making some nice heads-up play right there. But, yeah, I mean, you can't blame him. It's just really... Maki played that very well himself. Yeah, dropping the portal key, showing like, oh, look, I don't have it. Don't mind me. And then all of a sudden he did. So,
yeah.
Smart play.
It's never good to see your mid lane at 115 GPM, though.
Yeah. That's, again, the disaster of a start for him at least. Now, Malikan is farming very well, 390 gold per minute. Almost looks skewed here because of the success of Pebbles, really, but
yeah.
Malikan's definitely doing work here. He's got the Whispering Helm, or I guess it could be the Insanitarius. Again, that's what the Helm of the Victim is interesting on him. Could be either or here. Is there one you prefer to see, you think, especially kind of being behind like this? Or the Whispering Helm?
I like the Whispering because it helps you farm anyways. And it'll be good to help start stacking Ancients without having your support have to run over there. Oh, there's going to be a fight right here. Oh.
They're going in. Pebbles, Zeke actually goes in the background on the Engineer. Lodestone has the Shadow Storm, though. Pebbles probably dead. He will to protect him. Melody tried to use it at the last second. He actually got feared, though, because of Malakin. The Elemental Void catches Valkyrie. Magnus sitting on the outside of it. He channels up the Eruption. Good job on his positioning. Just making sure not to get hit by it. Ends up taking out Tempest right there. And Parallax falls as well. So Magnus gets hit by that Elemental Void. Maybe a different story. But ultimately, BMG does come out on top of the fight. And they may even push this middle tower now even to go with it. So yeah, a little sword throw harassment there. But the very successful fight from Bad Monkey Gaming.
Yep. Could most likely be another tower as well.
Probably, maybe not. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, okay. I lied.
Valkyrie's sticking around, so maybe they do want to get this, but yeah, okay. Well, Pebbles. Oh no, yeah, oh, he just resurrected. I thought for sure that was a pieback, but it is still early on, so that makes sense. He's got a double damage rune. Magnus. Oh, he stuns Lodestone. The combo from Pebbles. Easy kill the arrow. Oh, the 5-second arrow. Hanks is like, all right, I'll just walk back to base. Dink. Never mind.
Oh, I felt that arrow in all honesty.
Yep.
That one hit me a little bit. It's just, they're kind of just running away with the game at this point.
Oh, this
is
yeah.
I mean, this is what you said. The whole greediness of this Hellborn team. They just can't do anything.
Yeah. Not getting a start on Parallax doesn't help their cause, but at the same time, you also got BMG. Clearly, they drafted it with this mentality of we're going to start making aggressive plays early on. I mean, the idea of Magnus just simply harassing Tempest from the beginning, basically making a point that he's not going to have a good time. They really just said, okay, your Malakin's going to be solid, everyone else not so much, and then they're going to run through after that. So they've definitely executed very well here. Make finds another kill. And the pain train has no signs of slowing down right here from Bad Monkey Gaming. So,
yeah.
Oh,
probably just TP bottom and punish the Malakin.
And they get him here. Valkyrie trying to chase, but now Malakin reacted just in time to run away. Valkyrie, by the way, he's actually going to Null Fireblade here. This first item. Interesting choice. But Valkyrie is kind of one of these heroes where no fire is not surprising necessarily to see on him.
Really not the hard carry of this game either, so good item. No problem with it.
I'm trying to think, like, is there really anything on this Hellborn side that's like really good for it? There's not a whole lot, honestly.
I think you can purge off the Glacial Blast, though.
Yeah, there's like smaller things exactly like that, but it's not like there's not the obvious, like a Charizard Protective Charm. There's not like an obvious ability where you get it.
I mean, I guess for him to protect himself, it'll be the Silence for Parallax, but that's really it.
Yeah, true.
That's kind of the only, that and the Glacial Blast, so. There's just nothing wrong with the item on Valkyrie. Valkyrie's just one of those heroes. It's like, well, what do I go now? It's just, you could go so many items, and it's just always open.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love No Fire Blade. I think it's always been underrated for the longest time. So you do see the stats that it does provide, and let's take a look at that, actually. Yeah, just a straight-up 30 agility that it provides on top of just the nice little benefits of the more attack damage. And just that purge effect it's always going to be useful. That might not be that god-tier ability that you want to use it against, but it definitely has its uses, whether it's for the slow effect or for purging off just smaller stun abilities. That's still significant. So there we go. He will finish it. Wondering, too, if he's actually even going to get an Energizer here. It seems like a hero that likes that item and could potentially still use it. But Tempest, meanwhile, gets caught over here in his own jungle. I mean, look at how deep he is. You can't blame him. It's really just the roam here of BMG just constantly being aggressive.
Yeah. Poor everyone on that Hellborn team.
Yeah, I think that was the Hellhound scouting him, really, with the Invisicore, so.
They could just go push base. They have nothing to be afraid of. They have the super farm pebbles. Boxy's doing just as well. They have the early game items they need. It's just everything is going so well for them.
I don't think Parallax is going to be a hero we see next game, that's for sure. If you're BMG, you're not scared about it whatsoever, and if you're Reason, you see how this first game went and think, well, there's probably better options out there. So obviously we know the potential of Parallax is there, but again, in my mind, it's just the idea of when you first pick a hero like this especially, he better have impact, and he just did not here, unfortunately, for a reason. So still game happening, though. Not to say it's over just yet. Obviously, Reason, it's understandable that they still are hanging in there. They got this farmed Malakin still. Obviously the wombo combo still exists. Like, if they land all these abilities, which especially with the lack of farm is going to be extra difficult, but if they do, there's still potential here to win one big team fight and then all of a sudden be back in the game. So
yeah, that seems nice, but then you just look at the GPM and see 4 heroes below 200.
yeah,
And it's like, how is he ever gonna? He would need to catch all 5 people at this point, because Boxy could probably 1v5, Pebbles could probably 1v5. He needs to catch everybody. Without a portal key, there's no way that happens.
top lane up here, Magnus. He's scouting with the Hellhound here. The stun right as Tempest attempting to port out. Something that clearly gave him the concern that he should be getting out of there, but unfortunately it was too late. And he gets picked off. So Maki on a legendary streak, by the way, 9-1-1. How about Warbeast too? He's 0-0-10.
God bless that war cry.
Yep. Oh, battle cry, but yeah.
Battle, is it? Did it not used to be called war cry?
Dota, it's war cry.
Is it?
It is, I think. Yeah.
I swear I got that from Han.
I mean, it's one of those things. So it's like, it's understandable because it's such a close name, and obviously the hero's been in from the beginning, and it basically does the same thing. So yeah, that's one of those that I don't really care too much about.
I actually never knew it was called battle cry. That is
called battle cry. Yeah.
Never once knew that. Okay, learn something new every day.
Although with that said, I really hope they port Lycan into Han soon. Ain't that fun?
Well, they put 4 people bottom to make a play, and BMG wants to make a play, so they're going to jump it anyways.
Yeah, Magnus, nice triple stun. That'll start it off. The arrow unfortunately whiffs right there. Look at Magnus, though. He's running ahead. He's like, all right, I'm going to stun you as you're trying to run away up here. The heads up from Insania. Oh, well, the heads up only to die, unfortunately, as he gets caught by Lodestone there. So Malakin, however, he's trying to survive through this. There's the sword throw. Not going to be enough, though. He does fall. So despite losing Magnus, obviously very clean fight there for BMG. And now losing the Malakin here. Again, maybe going to wait to see if they start pushing base if they get a wombo combo off, but that's really it at this point for Reason. They're going to really just rely on just the very hopeful God ultimates here to stay in this game. But other than that, it's really Bad Monkey Gaming making a statement here in Game 1 and rolling over Reason. That's really 19 minutes in, so. You know what I was wrong? It's actually called Howl.
What?
In Dota 2, it's called Howl, so.
Oh, where did I get Warcry from?
I don't even know what Warcry is from then. I thought it might have been Warcry in Dota, but I guess I'm wrong on that.
I'm looking this up. What's it from?
It's like, yeah. Did it used to be called Warcry then?
I kid you not.
I think it did.
Where else would I have pulled Warcry from? That's so weird.
I think it might have been a Dota, and they changed it to Dota 2, maybe?
Was it your... Oh, no. That's some important information. If someone knows, and I'm just crazy.
Like how we need to find this out.
Yeah, I need to know now. Like,
screw everything else.
Like, what? The game's the game.
Yeah.
But what about Warcry?
All right. Well, all right. Focus back on the game here. Yeah.
Oh, Insanio. That's ulti.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus.
The eruption. Malakin's like, oh crap. There's the jump, the arrow. It all lined up beautifully.
There's just so much setup for them. There's just...
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned about Engineer having the problem of no setup. I mean, the other side, it's the opposite.
All they have is setup.
Yeah, they have every kind of setup you could wish for, really. Lodestone, that's awkward. I want to go in, but not really.
Oh.
Jump, nice combo from Maki. Oh, the mine trap! Maki's going to run into it. He's going to survive, though. Look, it didn't even tickle him.
He didn't even shrunken for it.
Yeah, only level 2, so both you can see. There we go. GG, well played. Game 1 will go to Bad Monkey Gaming here in this best of 3. So clearly just domination for BMG from the beginning. Didn't really look any different. So, well, Reason Gaming has their work cut out for them now in game number 2 coming up here.
Yep.
Think they can do it?
If they pick a way less greedy team and don't let BMG pick every initiating hero they want. Because they just want a pure initiation in that game. Like, just the fact that their heroes pre-20 minutes are just so much more useful than the Hellborns.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just that engineer at level 5. He didn't even get to level 6 there.